Okay, well, hello Internet. I'm going to start today a quick series on learning basic programming through the language of Go. So I thought the most handy thing to do would be to have a means so you can all see me downloading it and getting started with it myself. I've already got it installed and working on another computer. Today we're doing it here. So let's go. We're at golang.org. Download Go. Let's click on this and find out. I've not done this yet on Windows, so hopefully we'll work it all out together. This looks good to me. Go 1.7 for Windows, 64-bit. Your download should begin shortly. Here we go, save file. This PC download seems like a sensible enough place for that. I'm assuming that we just get on Windows, we tend to do things with installers, don't we? So if I hit Control J, is that Windows version of... Oh, here's the downloads bar, so if I click here, should be able to go to the folder when it's finished. Give it a scan and run it. So I'll talk about Go for a second, I suppose. It's a pretty decent language to use. It's compiled, which is nice. You get to... That means that what you've written becomes a program on the computer. You don't have to keep running it through the same interpreter every time, like you do with a lot of the scripted languages out there. You always need to write Python do this or whatever, or Java runs through a virtual machine. Python just runs, Golang just runs direct. So let's open folder, give it a quick scan, because I like to do that whenever I download anything, just in case there's anything. It feels very unlikely. I've got a secure connection to Golang there, so I would be very surprised. Yeah, we'll let Komodo do its thing. So we'll run this now. Preparing to install. The other thing I like about Golang is it does objects very differently to how I'm used to them, and it's making me think differently. But I think it's a good way to do them. It's also a very simple language. They haven't got a very big, complex set of lots and hundreds of things to learn. To write in the language, you just learn a couple of basics and keep using them in different ways. Yeah, I'll accept the license agreement. Go. Yeah, it's a good place to put it. Click to begin the install. Yeah. Do you want this app to install software? Yes, I do want these guys to install software on my computer. There we go. Validating the install. Generating script actions. Yes, it helps if you run this as administrator. If you've got a Windows computer, you need to run it as administrator. Everything's being installed. We're just going to wait for a few more files. Somewhere along the line, I'll probably have to do a video where we introduce you to Git, which is a means of sharing your projects across with other people and across your own computers as well. It's very tidy. I've only just started using it myself, but I can see why lots of people do use it. Oh, there we go. Finish the install. So if that's installed, we probably have it working. So let's run command. Whoop. What made that funny noise? Okay. Command. There we go. We need a command prompt. So I just typed command and this came up in the search bar. Now we need to make this bigger. I'm not going to work with text at that size. Edit. Mark. Properties. Let's try properties. Font. We need to have that slightly larger. I want to be able to read what it says. And probably you want to be able to read what it says as well. I think I might even make that bigger again. Properties, font, we go to 36. There we go. And if I type the word go, go is not recognized. I thought I just installed it. So, what about go run? Run. How do we get Go to work? Where's it installed? cd ... Do I need to make to add that to the path? I figured it would just be in. Let's just go to environment and see, because I think the reason Go's not working is it doesn't recognize the path. Environment variables. Let's go there. So I'm just typing the word environment to bring up that page of Windows environment variables, and then we've got to find all the ones that we have that we use. System properties, don't want that. Advanced environment variables, there we go. So let's look down here and see if we can find path. Here it is. Oh, it's lowercase there. Still, I had expected Go to be installed a bit closer, so I'm going to change path and find out. Oh no, it's got it. It's in the Go bin. So is there something I'm not understanding about running the console? Let's try this again. Windows command go, go, go. Okay, cd root go dir cd bin. There's a go.exe. Oh, so do I need to run go.exe? Aha! I'm not entirely used to working in this. So if I was somewhere else and I ran go.exe, no. So it only works in there. But it's definitely been added to path. Image magic go. This here, this path environment variables just tells it all the places the computer needs to look when it wants to find a program. So when you type a program to run, or you choose to run a program, it can say, yes, I'll look in that folder, all of these folders. And that is go root, go bin is definitely on that list. Though it doesn't have a backslash. Let's give it a backslash and see if that helps. Edit text all the way to the very end. There's an end button on your computer somewhere that should take you there. Let's put a backslash and see if that makes any difference. Okay. So now if we look at the path, we should see go bin. Okay, let's set that. I don't think there's any more setting to do here. Doesn't seem to want me to apply, so if I quit this, end this session, because when you change environment variables, they get re-established when you run a new program. So command go, and now it's running. So it was just that little backslash made a big difference as to why to getting this program running. Next challenge, we need to actually try and set up a place where we're going to write some programs. So users admin, that's where I am. Let's go into documents. Oh, you can do this just as easily with a folder view. I'll do it with a folder view so you can see. So we go to my admin documents, and I'm going to make a folder for programming. So new folder, programming, and inside this folder I'm going to make a program for Golang, because if you're going to learn to program, you probably want to put all your programming stuff in the same place. So if you're choosing different languages, it's probably worth making a programming folder. I'll make a folder called Golang, and then in here we will make this our workspace. So we need to tell Go what our workspace is. That Go needs to know where that is, and that's, I believe, your Go path. So we need to make a brand new environment variable. Now these ones should be environment variables. So you've got two choices. These are the environment variables that everybody has. So if I set these, everybody sees the change. But if I set these ones up here, then only I see the change. And because I've got a different Go workspace to other people, everyone else will want to have their own Go path. Go path. And the variable value, we can find it the slow way, I think. Let's go here. We got this whole path. We can probably, yeah, there we go. C uses admin, so if we can copy that straight in, and again we probably need to give it that backslash. So Control C to copy back to the environment variable editing page. Control V. If you want to have more than one path, you can do it with a semicolon, but the recommendation with Golang is you just have one folder for your Go path, because you only need one workspace. You can put all of your projects in there quite easily. Let's just try Go run. Let's go to our directory cd avatar freemake programming. I'm tabbing, by the way, to complete these. Golang. Oh, wrong direction with the backslash. Windows Linux thing. Golang, there we go. Unless mkdir, does that work? Okay, it works. Mkdir source, mkdir pkg, mkdir bin. So now if we do a dir, we should have these three directories, and we can go in and make this work. Well, the best thing to do is actually just to make a file. So let's go into our source thing. We'll make a folder. This will be our project name, proj1, and in here we'll make a new file called text document. Oh no, we don't want to do it that way. We'll start Notepad and we'll save something here. The problem with Windows is it wants to give everything a file extension, and that's not what I want to do. I want to I want to choose the file extensions myself. So instead we're going to run Notepad. If you can use any text editor, and I'll do a thing about text editors pretty soon, don't worry about that, but for now I'm just going to get it working in Notepad because that is the default thing that comes on everybody's computer. So you have Notepad on your computer. Package main. I'm telling the computer that this is the main thing, so whenever you run the program, you do everything that's in main is important, and then the next thing we need is a function. And the function is called main, and we will, inside this function, we will have a very simple, oh, we need to import the, no we don't, I think print line just works without an import. Print line hello world, and then when we run this program it should say hello world or something very similar to that. So I'm just going to save this file and it will task me where I want to save it. I'm going to save it in programming, Golang, source, my project, and I won't call it .text. We're going to leave all files and we're going to call it proj1.go. Save that and close this folder. So now we have a proj1.go and we're in Golang. So here's hoping this works. Go run proj source proj1.go. Let's see what happens. We got it working. The program is being analyzed. No problems. Hey, there we got our response. Okay, so apparently Avast saw a new program and thought, hey, I need to make sure that that's a real thing. It's not going to destroy the computer. That's a program we wrote. So again, we've got our program. It did what I told it to. A working program. We will work on the next bit of making Go work for us, where we actually talk about how the program really works a little bit later. Thank you. Don't forget to come back and maybe consider liking and subscribing to find out more about Go or any other programming language that I slowly get around to doing.